Arham was a young man with dreams far bigger than the world around him. He grew up in a small town where everyone knew everyone, and every step he took was judged. Whenever he spoke about his vision starting his own business, building something meaningful, people laughed. Some mocked him, others told him to be realistic, and a few even reminded him of his failures before he had even begun. The weight of their words cut deep, but Arham refused to let go of his dreams. He learned a painful but powerful truth early on. Not everyone deserves to hear your story. People don't always understand your vision, not because it's impossible, but because it's beyond their imagination. Instead of arguing, he began working silently. He picked up small jobs to save money, studied late at night, and poured every ounce of energy into learning, while others wasted time gossiping. He was investing in himself. Many nights, he cried in silence, wondered if it was worth it, but deep inside, a quiet voice whispered, "Keep going. Your story isn't over yet." And so, Arham carried his dream in silence, protecting it like a fragile flame that one day would light up the world. Life did not go easy on Arham. His first attempt at starting a small business collapsed within months. The little money he had saved was gone, and with it, his confidence began to crumble. People around him shook their heads and said, "We told you it wouldn't work." Friends who once encouraged him slowly disappeared, and even some family members began to question his choices. "Why don't you just find a safe job like everyone else?" they asked. Arham felt the sting of failure deeply. He spent sleepless nights staring at the ceiling, asking himself if he was chasing an impossible dream. Many times, he was tempted to vent his pain, to tell everyone how hard he was trying, how much he was suffering. But he stopped himself. He remembered the mockery, the judgment, the insincere advice. He realized that not everyone who listens truly cares, so instead of sharing his struggles, he began to guard them. He chose silence over sympathy, determination over pity. He understood something powerful. Dreams are not meant to be explained, they are meant to be lived. Though beaten down, Arham decided he would not quit. His failures were not his ending, they were his training ground. Arham entered a phase of life that most people never saw: the hidden struggle. Days looked normal from the outside, but nights told a different story. While others slept peacefully, Arham stayed awake, working under the dim glow of his lamp. His table was filled with books, notes, and unfinished plans. Every rejection he faced only fueled his hunger to improve. Every failure became a lesson carved into his heart. The journey was brutal. He sacrificed outings with friends, ignored distractions, and carried the loneliness of a man walking a path no one believed in. Many nights, doubts whispered in his ear. What if they're right? What if you're not good enough? Yet, he refused to surrender. Instead, he pushed harder, telling himself that silence today would create noise tomorrow. Opportunities didn't come easily, but slowly, cracks of light appeared. A small project succeeded, giving him hope. A chance meeting connected him to someone who valued his work. Step by step, his hidden labor started bearing fruit. Arham realized something powerful. Strength is built in the unseen battles. Success isn't created under applause. It is born in the lonely nights, in the quiet struggles nobody ever sees. Years of silent struggle finally began to pay off. The same young man who once carried nothing but dreams in his heart was now standing on the edge of success. Arham had built his own business slowly, carefully, and with unshakable perseverance. The world that once doubted him now looked at him with surprise and respect. People who used to mock him now asked for advice. Friends who had disappeared suddenly reappeared, pretending they had always believed in him. Even family members who once questioned his decisions proudly introduced him as an example of success. But Arham didn't feel the need to boast or remind anyone of their words. He had learned the greatest lesson of all. True success doesn't need to be announced. It speaks for itself. When people asked him, "How did you do it?" Arham smiled and replied, "Not every seed grows in the sunlight. Some grow in silence, hidden in the soil until the right season arrives." His story became an inspiration for many, but he always reminded others, protect your dreams. Don't share everything with everyone. Work in silence, stay consistent, and let success make the noise. And so, Arham's journey turned into a living message: never give up, and never waste your story on the wrong ears.